You wouldn't even like need like D mode is plenty. Like if you're in the
Did you
woods.
try S mode?
Yeah, I came back in S mode, but D mode would be plenty.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Well, welcome back to Tech Talk. This might be our last Tech Talk for a while. We're ending our riding season, our working season here in Victoria, and we'll be heading south soon. But we're set up at Rebel Garage. We're doing our last pop-up, I believe. We might do one more, who knows. And so we're gonna get the day started, and we got a few different jobs on the hand here. We got front brakes on that. We're gonna do chain and sprockets on that, and see if we can find something interesting to talk about. Our first appointment of the day is a V-Strom 1000. We're doing chain and sprockets. Not something you see all the time actually, but Suzuki offers OE replacement complete assembled kits. And the neatest part about that is technically you're supposed to replace all these bolts and nuts as per their service requirements. They actually have a really good life expectancy, and if you're not pulling them off all that often, the captures on them will last. But by the book, the kit comes with everything, and it was pretty reasonable. So if you have a Suzuki, look into it.
I remember when we came back in the spring and we were working in there, we were fucking freezing our asses off, and we had like a propane bottle heater, which you're not supposed to use in closed spaces, and it was like, this sucks.
I think it's a classic case if we could do it, but we don't want it.
See, I like my button.
It's the wrong size. I can't believe I fell for that one again.
It's the wrong
16
size?
real back. Yeah, he bought himself a 17 inch instead of a 16 inch. So, didn't go as planned. I didn't check my customer's tires. He brought me a 17 when I need a 16. I have the tire off, and now I have the bike on the lift, and now I'm completely pooped. I don't know what to do. Just hey, hey, hey. Yeah, nothing to say. Nothing. I thought that was a cracker.
Did you finish this? I think it needs 5 weights of that thing.
Okay.
And then I'll do Nathan's invoice.
Well, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at a tire that has developed a large hematoma.
Yeah.
As you see, the tire is actually pretty much at the end of its life anyway. It's wear bars in the middle. But the customer noticed when he came to a stop, he was asking what causes this bulge, and basically what's happened is the tire has developed a flaw inside, and it's allowing air to enter between the plies of the tire, causing this deformity. Anyway, we're going to throw a new tire on it today, and hopefully that gets us all sorted. I thought my last job made me all nostalgic. It was a really cool VFR, 2003 in red. Had a bad battery. We gave it a service, and then we ended up at this tire job. And classic Kawasaki green, just like toys. I don't know why they picked green as their color, but I'm working on a ZX9. I think it's like a 98, and it's maybe a 99 actually, because it's got the purple on it as well. But I remember back in the day, around the mid 90s, when we were all riding CBR 900s and stuff like that, it was the last of the analog bikes, where there was no rider aids, there was no ABS, there was none of those really cool things to save you. So it was just literally how brave were you, and how long would you hold on to the throttle, and how many mistakes could you make until you got good at it. But the coolest thing about this particular bike was it was a bit of a surprise. It was classic Kawasaki tuning, high duration cams, lots of horsepower, big. It was the biggest and the heaviest in its class, but it was the most rider friendly. And it wasn't until I got to spend a few weekends riding one that I really grew to appreciate how good it was to ride the bigger bike over longer distances. It was super comfortable. As the owner said, he bought it because it had the biggest, widest seat. Anyway, he's had it, and it's been in storage since 2010, I believe, when he started his family. And now that they're, I guess, all doing their own thing, he wants to get back on his bike. So we're going to throw some new tires at it for him. And yeah, you get to a certain age and you get really nostalgic about your youth and all the crazy stuff you got away with. And this stuff reminds me of that. And I don't even think I could ride the way I used to. Somehow I don't even know if it really happened. But very cool. Well, boys and girls, we have a Africa Twin here, and we showed up to do an oil change and a rear wheel bearing failure, and he was not fooling around. It had completely failed. So normally when you get into a situation like this, when there's nothing to knock out, it could go very badly, but I will show you what I do with my special tools. This is a blind race puller. Best gift I was ever given. So anyway, this thing has a really cool lip on it, and as it expands it can go into the race of the bearing and get a grip on it, on the lip where the roller or the bearings roll around, and use this as a surface to knock that out, see if it works. Without this tool, that would have been probably a half an hour, 45-minute grind job to grind through the race enough to knock it out with a chisel. But as you can see, it came right out. There's that groove I was talking about right there that this fits into, and then just works really good. You can see the amount of material in here that's all beat up, part of the race. We inspect the area here behind it. It looks like it's not too bad. You can see some of the bearings went through the actual hub and messed it up a little bit, but the good news is there's lots of race here that we're going to be able to use to put the new bearing in. Hey, there's mine stuff in there. See all the debris inside there?
Yeah.
New bearing. Ideally, if you can freeze them, that's good. Or lots of lubricant usually is a good enough trick for me. We're gonna knock that sucker back in. Boom! Just like new. Okay, you might be asking us, what are we doing today? Well, we've got the entire exhaust system off. We have all the bodywork off, and all in the name of making this bike lower. The catalytic converter is bolted on both sides, completely impeding your ability to remove the lower link or drag link on the suspension. So we had to drop all this out of the way in order to put this adjustable link in. Again, trust God to be opinionated, but if you're doing all this work to make your bike lower, I don't know if this is the right bike for you.
They're gonna release the Surron Bee, which is gonna be this size.
Cool. This afternoon we did some fork service on a DRZ 400 here, and it belongs to a friend and a customer of ours who has been riding for a few years and has completely dove into it. So this is his backup bike. The Aprilia over there is the bike he's got set up for a big ride tomorrow. He's gonna go do the Oregon BDR, and because they're super hot right now, we're gonna go take a look at his other toy. He has the new electric Surron. and he says I should take it for a spin. So what the heck, let's take it for a spin.
You have safety, so to start it you need to go in ready mode. So it's green. No, now if you pull it goes, but break. Okay. Now you are in eco, it goes very slow. Start in eco mode.
Okay.
Eco is slow. It's not,
we're gonna try it in the safety mode here.
Safety is very slow, and then when you're confident you can do daily or S sport. Sport
okay.
is like, so it just starts rear brake on the left.
Thank you.
Should put the your light is on the left.
Right now it's on
It's on like
E.
E mean it goes very slow. Just go slow, you see.
And then to go up,
and then,
you go S.
well,
Okay.
and then
Just start
down.
E just to get
Go
a feeling.
E and then go D and then go S.
Go slow so you get used to the rear brake on the left.
The chain sounds like it's a little tight.
No, it's big. No, it's the noise and everything. It's a regen belt.
Oh,
Plastic
okay.
regen is making quick. They're looking good.
You wouldn't even need D mode is plenty. Like if you're in the
Did you
woods.
try S mode?
Yeah, I came back in S mode, but D mode would be plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like.
And this thing just really like nothing.
What are these buttons for?
Well, this is just odometer. They do nothing, but you can tweak the regen, which is fun.
But it's still like brake fluids,
Yeah.
right? Like a tiny bit of maintenance.
And
I mean, you'll look wheel bearings, tires, chains, brake pads,
That's it, yes.
fork seals.
Pretty
They're
much.
still going to need some maintenance, but yeah. And the only thing is with engines, it'll be just like most electrical components on even on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
It's
And what's fun, look.
major
inside,
replacements.
It's a dirt trail bike, but you have a glove box, so it's pretty neat. You have,
Oh yeah.
I can put my slime and my tool. Normally, you have the room to put the charger if you want to.
Yeah.
You're not gonna charge in the wood, but there's enough room to put the charger.
What's this?
This is battery.
Okay.
It's well made. Seriously, it's nice toy.
Yeah.
It's price of 2 DRZ. Used two used
Two
DRZ.
DRZs,
Yeah, whatever. And you have a, oh no, I need to show that. It's not done. I need to show you this. You're not allowed. And you have maximum torque in reverse. So you can reverse with max torque and do all kind of stuff in the trail. Wheelie in reverse. And that's
So this is pretty much the exact same model that they just reviewed on 4.9.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's Ultra Bee. He compared, which I didn't really like the comparison with GRZ as I own both. I think they don't serve the same purpose, but what I like in that video is you're a better rider right away on this because of the weight.
Yeah.
So I think that's what he was trying to show.
It's a
the
good
guy on the GRZ.
a good training platform.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he won't do what the GRZ can do, like long distance stuff.
Yeah, you couldn't leave your driveway here and then go to the Boston Bar and.
You can. The autonomy
Yeah.
would be. The autonomy just suck.
But the cool thing is you could have trail riding back in urban areas again where it's been forced out because of all of the destruction and noise and stuff that goes along with dirt
Well,
biking.
even like the risk of fire, like this, there's no risk of
Yeah.
setting something on fire.
A lot
It's quiet.
less,
Basically,
I think.
you're in the wood and you feel you respect a little bit more the wild stuff, the wilderness.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of advantage. And for me, the fact that you can ride 5 hours non-stop in the wood is just plenty.
Oh boy, another bike to have. You found it.
Yeah. No, I don't care, but it's just... And hold on, I'll show you how to plug it, even though if it's documented, you'll see it. You usually I plug first in the wall, and then I plug, there's a sign there, and I mean, you can read online anyway. So just so you know, I can probably see your location.
Awesome.
If you do illegal stuff,
You can call the cops.
yeah. So you
Hey,
don't
go
need to
catch
have-
these clowns. Get my bike back.